infinity bottle.
Yep.
That will raise some money for us.
That's perfect.
Yeah. So that way we can hopefully go buy a couple White Castle burgers with that money that we make off of that.
Double chicken rings for you, Steven.
These athletes.
You can even get cheese on your chicken rings.
Hell yeah.
If it goes for what I want.
You gonna get some cheese, bro?
That's what I want.
There you go.
Hello, and welcome everyone to episode 252 of The Mashup, the blindiest bourbon conversation you're going to hear all week long. We're your hosts, Kenny, Anthony, and Steven. Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Blinds.
I can't see.
I can't see nothing.
Hello.
All right. What's up, Kenny?
Hello.
Hello, sir.
What's up, y'all?
I'm doing well.
Doing good. Well, we have some catching up to do, fellas. So I think we should probably just get right into it.
We do have some catching up to do. Are you talking about this backlog of 95 blinds that we have over here?
Maybe.
I just had two other listeners message us. Like, I wanted to send you a blind, but I wasn't sure how far behind you are. I'm like, don't send anything until we get a handle on this.
What year do you want us to do it?
Well, we did talk last episode about my birthday.
That's right.
So I cleaned the basement up for the birthday.
Oh, that's dangerous.
And that's when I found 9 sets of blinds that have been sent in by listeners.
That is a lot.
So we do have 9 sets of blinds to go over. So
Yeah, I only have
do
one.
apologize.
I only have one left at my house.
Yeah,
So.
do apologize if you sent something and we've not done it yet. But they are all kept together.
Right.
So I do have them now, and they're actually wrapped in shrink wrap. So, I've got them all individually set up. They're not just like spaced around everywhere. But tonight's, the blinds come from Mr. Evan Young.
Woo! Woo!
Out in California.
Give a round of
where he's at.
applause. Okay.
Boom. Little Instagram handle, Notch Flaw.
Oh, nice.
I met Evan last year. He's one of David's, I think, Patreons or friends, and knows him, all that kind of stuff. But we were doing some picks at Wild Turkey.
Nice.
And that's where I met Evan. So really, really cool dude. We hit it off. Just awesome guy. But he sent a letter in. It says, to the Mashup team, as a small thank you for making my drive to work enjoyable and to celebrate, this is how bad it is, we're so far behind.
Oh, gosh.
And to celebrate the Lunar New Year, here we are, some blinds to try. Each one is one that I thought you'd each enjoy based on listening to all the episodes.
Okay.
They're about 3 ounces in each bottle, blah, blah, blah. And the fourth one is just for funsies. I will only say the fourth one is not a whiskey. So we do have 3 blinds in front of us, and I do have. Is that the key?
Yes.
Okay. There's a sealed envelope with the answers in there.
I love this.
And even though the fourth one's for funsies, I'm still going to drink it and try to guess.
some
Right.
of
Who
this.
knows? Why not?
Yeah.
So I've already got mine poured. Did y'all pour yours?
We did.
Okay. So yeah, it's a short, so we can get right into it. But start nosing and tasting, man. Let's see how wrong we can be, because double blinds just suck. So hard.
So the bottles were labeled A, K, S, and 1. So that's how I guess we'll reference them.
Anthony, Kenny, Steven.
That's it. That's what it is. It's,
Oh.
That's why I said
I
for
just
each one would enjoy.
Each one would enjoy. So if I don't like A, then that's he's not a good listener. I'm just kidding.
Or what he might have done. This is something I would do. Something that Anthony said you didn't like. He might be blind you with that.
Oh.
Something Kenny said he didn't like. He's going to blind me and try to trick me up.
Okay.
Something Steven said he didn't like.
I like
Possibly.
that.
Oh,
That'd be
this
awesome.
could go a lot of different ways.
So yeah. So AK and S.
Well, I'm going to start with A.
Oh, yeah? A is for apple.
I'm going to start with K.
Oh, how about that? Why don't you start with S?
Fine, I'll start with this.
There you go. That's a spirit. My nose is disintegrating from allergies, so I'm hoping I can still nose these things.
My K is sweet on the nose. I like Anthony's nose better. I like the A nose better, maybe.
Maybe it's a weedy.
Ooh, the S nose. It was like a jock. Let's try it.
Jockey underpantsies.
I'm teasing.
The funk of 40,000 years.
Or 50.
Oh, gosh.
Ooh, I'm nosing number 4.
You mean number 1?
Oh, it is 1. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm going nosing number 1. There we go. I need to change my 1, 2, 3, 4 to A, K, S, and 1.
Oh, Steven, I think maybe he sent you some malt.
It's different.
That's different. That's some funky stuff, that number, that letter S. S.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and drink, though, left to right. So I'm going to go AKS.
You know what movie was on the other day while you're actually taking this seriously, and I'm talking about movies that I caught on TV, which was delightful, was Happy Gilmore. How good is the beginning of that part where his girlfriend's like, "You're going nowhere, Happy, and you're taking me with you," or whatever. And he's like, in the intercom, "I want to kiss you all over."
What do you remember when you were doing that part?
What do you mean?
When you were, in the movie.
Oh,
doing that scene.
Maybe say, "Till the night closes in." Oh man, sorry. Kenny's actually trying to blind over here, and so is Steven, and I'm talking about Happy Gilmore.
Talking about yourself again.
I just drank the A. It was good.
Really? Evan probably doesn't remember what these are anymore since he said them so damn long ago. He's going to be just as surprised as we are.
Well, I did have another set of blinds I wanted to do, but there's no answer key with it. And I Facebook messaged the gentleman that sent those. He's not replied back, so we did not do that tonight.
Well, there you go. Kenny's making the dream come true. Send your blinds here, they will die in the basement.
Yes, we talked about how Alves and them are down at Heaven Hill for the Alec Bradley cigar
Yes.
pairing. I'm looking on, logged into our mashup account to find Evan's message, and I see where like the Average Drinker, Mash and Drum, a bunch of them are down there at that Heaven Hill event.
Oh, they were, so we weren't invited.
We just weren't invited, man. So
yeah.
dang,
Hey,
too small time.
Yeah, that's how it goes when you're, the Mashup podcast. It's that ragtag bunch of people just hanging out here in the basement.
Yeah, I saw Jason Clory, and then Bill and Dara were on there, and then I don't know who else was on there.
Oh, Bill and Dara were at Heaven Hill too?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So all the real ones minus us.
All the influencers.
All of them.
The ones that actually influence.
You know how many people messaged me and told me about the Makers episode just a couple weeks ago? A lot. A lot of people really appreciated our review of
The Keeper.
Nice.
Well, Josh from Georgetown, one of our listeners,
Yep.
he just blinded the Heart, the Keepers, and Cellar.
Oh, wow.
And the Keepers won.
See?
Jeez.
I think Brian Clark, another one of our listeners, did the same exact thing, and I think it turned out the same for him too.
Yeah.
Or maybe he just did. I think he may have just did Keeper and Heart, and he said it started off the same way. He didn't like Keepers from the beginning, and then as he kept sipping it, he liked it a lot better. So he kind of had a similar experience to what we did.
I still like FAO too, man. But Keepers is close. And not the Cellar. Cellar's good, but for the money difference, I cannot buy a Cellar again.
Yeah, Cellar's going to be interesting. I feel like they're going to have to do something with that line to make it more unique.
They need to age it the whole entire time in the freaking Rick House.
That's true. Then it won't be Cellar anymore. It'll be.
They can still put in the Cellar for 6 months.
That's true.
And still call it Cellar.
That's true.
But when we went and did that tour, was it me, Shannon, Ryan, I think Jordan? Mm-hmm. I told you we tasted that 12-year-old that stayed in the Rick House the whole entire 12 years.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, man, so good.
Yeah, you said it. That's one of the things that I think
So
has
good.
stuck with you.
Yeah, I would have loved to have that.
Yeah.
And we even talked about how they should come out with, just call something different because it tastes different than Makers. And now they have, right? They have the new
Star Hill
label.
whiskey.
So they could do
whiskey.
something like that, man.
Farms, isn't it?
Yeah, Star Hill Farms.
It's a wheat whiskey. Yeah, so
Oh, right, yeah.
So we have that wheat whiskey coming out. Instead, they could still call something Star Hill. That way, traditional, typical Makers drinkers that buy it for the same profile year in, year out for the last 30 years, they're not confused and buy something they don't like.
Right.
But they could age it in the Rick House, the warehouse, the whole entire time. And just, oh my gosh, because it tasted so amazing.
Yeah.
I'm going to drink the K.
All right. I haven't drank my own yet. The A. Holy mackerel. What is that?
Yours?
Yours.
I don't know yet. I like it. I just drink it now. On mine, it's like 120, 125 proof, you think? Or
I
is
put
that-
high proof.
Yeah.
I put high proof on yours.
Maybe 125 plus. I don't know.
High proof.
It's the highest of the proof.
But I don't
think.
get, I've only had 2 of them so far. But on mine, I don't get like peanut or corn husk or anything. So I'm not thinking Elijah Craig barrel proof. I'm saying I'm not thinking that. The color on it, look, it's kind of a reddish, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe MGP.
I was thinking maybe some kind of BT product, barrel proof.
Well, let me see if I get some more cherry on it maybe or something.
That's true. There's not a lot of cherry. I'm getting cinnamon, capsaicin, pepper.
Cinnamon's there. MGP then maybe, right?
Maybe.
What if it's a JD Barrel Proof Pick or a Coy Hill where the peanut got replaced by cherry and cinnamon?
Oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting prospect. Yep.
Drink it again. I'm saying 125 to 130 now.
Well, I do have to say that it is high proof, and I do think for a blind is like, I think that maybe Evan knows me well. I'm getting a lot of fruit on A, and it's like fall festival fruits.
I get cola on the A too, man.
You get cola too?
But sweet.
Yeah, apple, berries.
Sweet, yeah, man. Sweet.
You know, so I'll go back to see. I only had one sip so far. I'm going to rinse the palate here. And remember, guys, I always advocate if you're drinking water when you're drinking whiskey, which you always should, give your mouth a little time to adjust to the water before you drink the whiskey. Because if you drink the water, then you drink the whiskey right after, it's not going to taste right.
Drink out water and then drink a little 1910. Coat the palate.
There you go. I brought my big Hydro flask tonight, and I've been using this a lot. My wife got this for me for the holiday season. Aerolite Stanley, you know, with all the lead in it to keep it cold.
It's a very feminine color.
Yeah.
It
Come
goes
on.
good for you.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll take that. I'll take it.
Are you drinking more water now?
I am. Yeah.
I like it. It looks good.
No.
I'm just messing with you.
Well, you can mess with me, and I'll take it seriously, like I always do.
Steven, tell me if you feel anything, because I'm going to drink some S.
Hey.
Woo!
That was great.
Oh, boy.
Tell me.
Medicinal, little minty.
Mm-hmm.
Medicinal minty. 105 to 110 proof.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not getting like a malt, like on the nose. The nose is malty, but the palate's not.
Yeah, no, it's not, I don't think.
That's interesting.
I think it actually could cross over and maybe like present like a higher rye spice to it, but I could be wrong. The finish is presenting a little rye. The up front is got, for instance, the S blind is like medicinal, like but citrusy. Kenny is up walking as he often does. He's looking around. He's grabbed a sample. So now I think he's adding a blind to the blind. Now I think you're trying to guess something, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm trying to guess.
You think you know what you got already?
Not thinking I
Guessing
know,
mine.
but I am going to. Stevens tastes familiar to me, so I'm going to pour something else
Gotcha.
that is similar to what I had on Stevens.
Okay.
And just to reiterate, I hate double blinds. They're so hard.
Yeah.
They're fun though, but it's hard. It's just fun
Kenny,
because you can't take it serious. You know what I'm saying? You can't. Yeah.
No, I've definitely enjoyed the proofing and aging of it. Guessing it. That's really fun.
You gotten a lot better, man. Like legit, you've gotten a lot better.
I can't guess what my own whiskey is.
Not saying never mind, but definitely not the same thing. But go back to Stevens real quick.
Number one. I just had it for the first time.
What'd you think?
Appley. A little
Apple.
raisiny.
That's the first thing I wrote was apple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I put tinkly, like it tingles me. It's like,
Tingles,
ooh.
yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
I guess you saw me then. I went like this.
I did, yeah.
I'm trying to rack my brain right now because I feel like that's familiar to me too, but I'm not sure what it is. I'm trying to
If
remember
it's
where I
not a
got
bourbon,
apple notes.
what kind of other liquor could it be?
No, it's a bourbon.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't think this is. I think it might be a wheated bourbon actually.
Okay.
I don't. Why do you think it's a rye?
No, I'm saying it could be out of the category.
Oh, it could be, but I don't know if you do that. It still tastes like a bourbon to me. You're not talking about one now, are you? Because he said one was not a whiskey. Did you try one yet?
That's what I'm talking about right now.
Oh, I thought you were talking about mine.
No,
Oh.
that's A.
Oh, we're talking about two different things. My bad. I didn't even try that one yet. Yeah. So what'd you say? That's the one that is not whiskey? Or you said it was not?
Yeah. No, I'm just asking.
What I think it is? I'll
Yeah.
tell you in a second. What's the predominant flavor there? What are you getting on that? It's definitely flavored.
I mean, apple.
So you're saying apple on that one?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about on the number one.
Oh, number one.
It's confusing, I know. On the fun sample.
I'm going to try that now because I'm stumped on yours here.
Yeah. I guess I get some apple.
Really, you'd guess.
I kind of want to stay away from this until I get my blind straight.
Or maybe it's a pear.
Is it pear? It's something going on there. Maybe it's like a flavored brandy.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's a brandy or something other
Doesn't taste like a
alcohol.
Yeah, maybe it is.
It's a prune raisin. It's an Armagnac.
What are you talking about? Number one?
Yep.
I mean, the number one thing?
Yep.
You think it's a Armagnac?
Armagnac.
That's what I thought.
There you go.
Prune raisin. A little bit of apple or pear too, but prune raisin is Armagnac.
Okay.
It's very
Good job, Steven. This one got me stumped here.
Which one?
Sorry, this one, the Armagnac.
It's good.
Well, that's what Kenny said is Armagnac. I don't know.
I mean, I could be wrong totally, but it tastes like to me. I like it.
Yeah, it does have yak vibes. You're right.
Yak.
Once you mentioned it, yeah, it does have yak vibes.
Yeah.
I am getting, weirdly, a little bit of, dusty radiator in there. That's what it is.
A lot of Armagnacs are also like very old.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this is, like one that was bottled a long time ago or just an older age one, but I do like it though.
I believe it's the Escargot brand.
That cargo.
Escargot, my cargo.
Fit teat.
There you go.
Let's move slow.
Wreck it, buy a new one. You crew run. You
Crew run.
There you go. Little biggie.
Can't you see?
I love it. See? Say.
Sometimes your words.
They hypnotize me.
I just love your
Flashy ways.
It's not all you love.
We need to quit.
I'm bringing it down.
Our listeners are like, oh,
not all.
gosh.
All right. I got to get serious about
All right, so let's do this before we go.
I'm going back to Stevens again.
Mr. A, how do you like poor A? Just quick.
Quick.
Yay or nay on it.
I like it. Is it something that I would drink all the time? No, the verdict's out. I'm stumped right now, but I think it's probably something I would drink. Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Mr. K, how do you like poor K?
Finish just throwing me off a little bit. That's all.
I'm not going to go. I go back to A and K again.
AK-47 assault rifle. How about you, Steven? How do you like S, sir?
I'm not sure if I like it or not.
Really?
Yeah. It's definitely, what Kenny says, the first thing I got, medicinal alcohol out of it.
Right. Where is A sample? I finished A.
So what I went, and all the samples are right here.
All right here.
So Stevens S, I went and poured that Russell's Reserve pick. There was that Bourbon Lore pick.
Right.
That I didn't really like a lot. It was minty and medicinal old tasting. And it doesn't taste like that now. It's different than that. So I did drop because I was 105 to 110 proof after tasting that Russell. Now I'm like, this is maybe like 105 proof. So that gives me a little up and down, but on the proof point area, but it's still, it's got some kind of medicinal bandage, minty. And then I went and poured 23 Maker's Cellar because that had some minty stuff to it too, but it tastes a little bit different than that as well.
Yeah, okay.
So stumped out, huh?
So do we want to go which one we like, 1, 2, 3, and then do proof at year?
I think that might work. I don't know. You want to do age proof distillate after we rank them? I think that works.
Okay. So Steven, which one did you like the most? Well, thanks for asking.
Calls himself out. I like it.
I actually prefer A, then I prefer K, and then I prefer S.
That's funny. I think that's about what I'm doing too. I'm just going to retaste S real quick. Proof has fallen a little flat for me on S. I'm actually the same exact rating you are, AKS.
Okay.
But I could go back and forth between K and A just because I like the punch that K has.
I prefer the nosing on K, but I prefer the taste on A.
Kenny, what are your thoughts, brother?
I'm not done yet. Y'all are like way too fast for me.
What?
We got to pay for time per minute on this thing. This machine does not come free. Like, if people really knew how much money we're spending on this podcast, like, we're paying by the minute, guys. Like, literally. And Kenny just milks it over here.
Reminds me of time out in Vegas.
God, jeez. That's it. One more comment out of you, and we're going to make you drink the table amaretto.
Much better than the couple other bottles down there close to the amaretto.
Well, I know we've mentioned it before, but what is that? Oh yeah, sorry. We're not. Those are the bottles that will remain unnamed. And then I have to ask about this, Kenny. So, of all the things you have on your table, what happened here? What is this?
Oh, yes.
Okay. So just so our listeners know, this is an unlabeled bottle, which I think originally was something that Macaulay brought over, right?
It was.
But then it got dumped out.
It got finished.
Oh, it got finished, not dumped out. Sorry.
Correct.
It got finished.
So I just kept the bottle because it was a nice new bottle.
Yes.
So if you remember, the table used to be really junked up.
Yes.
With 5,000 sample bottles.
Oh.
Look at these sample bottles now. A
Not
lot
that many.
neater, a lot cleaner.
Yeah.
So that is about 70 different quarter ounce to half ounce to 1 ounce samples all put together.
Really? So
it's like an infinity bottle.
This is a 70 sample infinity bottle on your table.
And the reason I labeled it Club Blue is because I just did. I'm not going to expand on that. I labeled it Club Blue because
Go Cats.
we are Go Cats. That's exactly why.
That's right. There you go. And the funny thing is, the original label that Macaulay put on here, which I don't know how to read, I have my handwriting on that label,
That was a malt whiskey,
which I thought tasted like cheese.
and that is. We've had other malt whiskeys,
Yeah.
that you 100% say are cheese.
Big
It
Stinky Limburger. So I wrote cheese right on the front of this. So we have I got to take a picture of this and put it out there for our audience. They're going to be like, okay, now I know what these morons are talking about. But yes.
Yes.
So
So
we
my goal here is, I guess, I'm gonna probably auction that bottle off once we get a website.
There you go.
So that's why I label it Club Blue. Club Blue raises money for the NIL athletes.
Right.
This will be a 70 bottle infinity bottle.
Yep.
That will raise some money for us.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
So that way we can hopefully go buy
These
a couple White Castle burgers with that money that we make off of that.
Double chicken rings for you, Steven.
These athletes.
You can even
you
get
go.
cheese on your chicken rings.
Hell
Cheese
yes.
if it goes for what I want.
You going to get some cheese, brother?
Goes for what I want.
There you go. We're going to be high class over here.
All right, I'm a sweet horror we talk about.
Right.
I do like A because it's sweet,
Very sweet.
but I think I'm still leaning K. I'm going to go for one more drink.
Okay.
Don't be persuaded because that's a K.
I wonder if this is low and slow for Stevens, if it's like an older.
Yes, if I'm ranking first, second, third place, I'm going to go KAS.
Okay.
So Kenny's KAS and Steve and I are both AKS.
Mm-hmm.
So Cass versus Axe.
All right. So
Ask somebody.
Bet X the body.
so for pour A, what is the proof and the age?
I have that at 114,
Okay.
very specific,
Very specific.
and 7 to 9 years old.
All right. Kenny?
I have 8 to 10,
Okay.
115 to 120 proof.
Okay.
I have 110 proof at 8 year.
Okay. I like that.
Pour 2, same thing.
What's that? Oh, I got. I'm going very specific proofs on this just to see how wrong I am. 127 proof
Okay.
and 10 years old. Actually, I'll go 10 to 12.
Okay. Kenny?
I am going to go, I just put 10 year on that one, 125 to 130 proof.
Wow.
And I guess either a Jack Daniels where the peanut and banana
Peanut Nor.
got replaced with cherry and cinnamon,
Okay.
or it's an MGP.
All right.
All right. I said 120 proof,
Okay.
and I'm going 6 to 8.
So we're all going high proof on that. Age varies from 6 to 12.
Yeah.
So we're all kind of in the same range on that. And the first one kind of too.
Yeah. So for the third pour,
You want me to lead us off?
Sure.
I'm going to say 6 to 8, but I'm going to go 95 to 105 proof.
all right.
Got
Kenny?
to go 10-point range there because I think it's a lower proof whiskey.
For one more sip on this one.
Bro, you might be freaking right about the Jack Daniels on that K pick.
S is, I'm at 100 to 105 proof. It's minty, it's medicinal. I have no freaking guess. Because I went and grabbed that Russell's pick. I went and grabbed Cellar that to me were kind of minty as well.
Do you know what I was thinking, honestly? To
I
interrupt
just-
you? Can I
Yeah,
interrupt you?
go ahead.
I was thinking this might be like Elmer T, Rock Hill, something like that. Like 100 proof Buffalo Trace.
But if it is, it's got to be like old and dusty. Because they're not minty on the new ones. They're just caramel and vanilla.
That's true, but I don't know if I'm getting as much mint. I got to try a little bit more.
But they're medicinal. You don't get dusty
that's-
notes on Elmer and Rock Hill, right?
That's true. Yeah, you're right.
So what's the age you think it is, Kenny?
I could say, even though so that's the weird part. It tastes like minty dusty to me. I don't think it's really old, though. I think it's just some kind of weird craft distillery, one-off, knockoff that's probably like 6 to 8 years old.
Okay.
Yeah, I've changed my opinion. That's not Elmer or Rock Hill.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And then number 1, I'm going to go Armagnac.
So I picked for S.
Yep.
I have 105 as the proof,
Okay.
Yeah.
and I'm saying it's 10 years old.
Oh, wow. Going up on the age statement.
Yeah.
And then 1, Kenny says an Armagnac. You got any other
I
guesses?
mean, that's what I thought too.
Man, I say 6 to 8. It's one of those things where it's not grainy at all.
No.
But think about like an NBC. At 5 years old, it's not grainy either.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
And
great.
this is light color, though. I bet Steven's closer to right being 10 years old. My actual 6 to 8 is probably too young. But I'm going to say 8 years straight up.
Does anybody want to guess this?
That way it can be 7 to 9. I'm still right. I'm going to say 8 years straight up.
Boom.
Does anybody want to guess distillate?
No.
Man,
That's tough.
I think it's a craft distiller.
I'm totally on mine. I have no idea. Who wants to do the honors tonight?
I'll do it.
Oh, Kenny.
And yours is sweet. I'm going to say, man, yours is good. I like yours. I I was KAS. I might be AKS.
There you go. There you go.
All right, one more drink. Nah, I'm going to stick to that.
Oh, Kenny, you'll have me all misty-eyed over here.
I'm going to say Barton on yours.
Barton? What kind of Barton, though?
I mean, I literally thought bananas when you said that.
There's tons of Bartons that are all different.
But why I like Barton? But is Barton ever that fruity?
Yeah.
Is Barton that fruity?
Sometimes. I could be wrong. I'm just saying. I don't know. Barton. I'll put Barton / MGP. And that's an easy cop-out. By saying MGP, it's such an easy cop-out.
It is.
But I'm Barton / MGP. All right, I'm moving this up.
Here we go. Ready?
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, my gosh. I am dumb and we are dumb.
Oh, nice.
A, E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof, but it's batch 3 from 2014.
Holy mackerel.
I have never had something. I've not had an E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof that old.
I've never had anything that old either. What's the proof on that?
135.
135? I guessed 114.
Hang on, I'm bad at math. Hang on, dog.
Oh, wait.
Actually, I'm not bad at math, but after I've had a bunch of bourbon, I'm bad at math.
Oh, you do ABV only on there?
129.
129.
Wow.
Holy mackerel. But a BT product, so I was in the family.
What's the years on
That is awesome. They are always non-age stated.
Okay.
They're not age stated, but I think they're 6 to 8 to 10 years old.
I guess 115 to
So we're
120,
good.
so I was under. This is great. That batch 3 is awesome.
That's very good.
That is very, very, very good.
I put for yours Stag Junior, by the way.
Oh, and I was way off on mine.
All right,
Way
what is
off.
it?
What is it?
The K is a 4 Roses single barrel.
Oh, jeez.
13. It's a 13-year OBSK.
Wow.
126.4 proof. I said 125 to 130, so I got the proof right.
I said 127 on that.
Wait, what is it? I'm sorry.
It's a 13-year,
No, what was the? proof?
126.4. I said 10-year and it's 13-year.
Okay.
All right. It's a 2013.
Holy
So
mackerel.
Evan has pulled out
Some old stuff.
some old school fire right here. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is legitimately why we always say the new stuff sucks compared to the old stuff. This does. I mean, no, it does.
Yeah.
The new stuff sucks compared to the old stuff. And wow. Steven's S, I'm literally not even.
Gobsmacked.
I'm not going there yet. I'm going to go back to these first two.
Okay.
Okay. So say, for example, Anthony, you look behind you over there.
Right.
I've got Elijah Craig regular 94 proofers, but they're front year age stated 12-year-old.
Right.
They're from 2014, 2015.
Right.
Absolutely, completely demolishes, crushes, zero comparison to a current Elijah Craig 94 proof.
Right.
So he has given us stuff that was bottled in 2014 and 2013. That's why old stuff sells for so much more than new stuff.
Right.
There is zero freaking comparison. There's just not. There's not.
Bro, 129 proof E.H. Taylor barrel proof. Now, I'm pretty experienced with E.H. Taylor barrel proof, but starting at batch 6.
I have never had
7.
something that fruity and sweet and
that was
cola on
fruity,
that.
sweet, and good, man.
Because in general, so like I said, I started sipping bourbon in January 2020.
Right.
And the E.H. Taylor barrel proofs I've had that are current renditions,
Right.
semi-hot to be hot.
Yeah.
This
that's
one
true.
is not hot to be hot at all whatsoever, zero.
What was your guess on the proof?
On the first one?
Yeah.
I said 114. It was 129.
I know. So I was 19 off. You were.
Yeah. I said 115 to
Yeah.
120.
Yeah.
15
I was
off.
off. So that Four Roses being a 13-year OBSK, that's got to be a gold neck, right? From back in 2013.
Yeah, it has to be.
Old school gold
100%.
neck. All right, S for Steven.
Oh, my God.
I am very happy about this, though,
Okay.
because I own 3 of these.
Oh, really?
Wild Turkey,
Holy mackerel. You said Dusty Mint?
Master's Keep, 17-year,
It's a 17-year?
not the Bald and Bond, the old school original 17-year from 2015. 86.8 proof.
Wow.
So that is dusty, minty, I guess 105, I guess 100 and 105 proof, so I was way high.
Wow.
And that one is 17 years, I guess 8 year.
I said 10.
Wow.
I said 10 too. And you know what's funny though? When you said that, okay, let's think about this for a second. I wrote down medicinal grape and citrus notes. I get those notes off turkey. You said dusty. You get those notes off turkey. Like you got to trust your. I mean, the one that I was very, very on the most for, right? On the most, the middle one. Yours, Kenny. I said 126.4 and 10 to 12 years old. It was 13 years old at 126. I said 127. It was 126.4. That's the one I was most out on. Still had no idea it was Four Roses. Zero. Zero.
Here's the thing, man. I'm not just saying this. Usually on Four Roses,
Right.
when I'm blinded with it, 9 out of 10 times, I guess that's Four Roses.
Okay.
I had no clues it was Four Roses.
Right.
It's also bottled 12 years ago.
Right.
I've not had the older stuff from Four Roses like that.
We have Bruce to answer to now because Bruce said he listens to our podcast, and we just picked a BT product and a Four Roses product ahead of.
So here's the thing.
Wow.
Now, I did say medicinal,
Right.
but so the 17-year bottled and bond that's up there
Right.
is open. I've
Okay.
drank half a bottle of that. That is medicinal and cherry.
Right.
I did not get medicinal and cherry on this one. So now that I know, here's the thing. I own 3 of those.
Okay.
I have none open.
Oh.
So based on tasting that, I'll probably not open that. I will stick to my bottled and bonds, 17-year bottled and bond versus the original, the older proof one. The older one that's lower proof.
Gotcha.
I like it, but it's not near as good in my opinion as the 17-year bottled and bond.
It's like the second pour of it. I like it more.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know what it is, man.
I know it is now.
That's why we blind, guys.
Yeah.
That's truly.
And if you sit with any of these whiskeys, they're all good whiskeys. Again, we were probably the toughest, I would say, on the turkey.
Yeah.
But also, think about what we're drinking it against, right? 126 and 129 versus 86. No wonder it tasted like that. We talk about that, right? We talk about if you're blinded whiskeys and you have 135 proof next to 95
The
proof,
lineup matters.
the lineup matters.
Yeah.
That's why I'm really happy to see this kind of presenting the way that it did too, because I feel that actually hurt the turkey in this blind, having 2 other really high proof whiskeys that drank under proof. The Taylor drank
And that
under
was like,
proof.
what, 35-ish proof points between all the pours?
But I think the Taylor drank under proof to all of us by a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
The Four Roses drank right at proof.
Yep.
And the turkey drank a little bit above proof.
A little hot.
Little hot. Little
I mean,
above proof.
yeah.
But still.
But not that bad because it's not
Yeah.
like.
I like that. You didn't tell us what number 1 was, sir. Is number 1 an Armagnac?
All right, so let's move on to the one thing that we were not supposed to blind that we got right. It is a La Pessée Armagnac, Domaine Saint Martin,
La Pesson.
La Baison, Zanjon.
Pepe the Pew.
Dude, speaking of Pepe Le Pew,
Got canceled, bro.
look back at those.
Oh, he got
He was a rapist. If you look back at those videos, he was bad. I look back at those now. I'm like, dang,
he
dog.
got canceled, dog. He got canceled because of
Oh,
that.
did he then?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. I was like,
Yeah,
wow.
Pepe Le Pew's canceled.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That makes sense now. I've seen
Not just
some of
because
those
he's a
videos.
skunk.
He was very forceful in his
Yeah,
ways.
he was.
Vintage.
Damn
Oh,
you.
my goodness.
Damn you.
This is vintage 1992,
Okay.
bottled 2023. The grape is Baco, proof 108.6.
Okay.
So I said Armagnac. I said 105 proof, 20 year. I was pretty freaking spot on that one.
Yeah.
So the one I wasn't supposed to freaking look at, I guessed it pretty decently. Man, those are good blinds, dude.
Yeah, they are.
Evan, thank you so much, dude.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Awesome. That's some good blinds, dude.
That is.
That's really good.
It also could be expensive because it might be trying to track down the E.H. Taylor barrel proof. Batch 3.
Man, and that's the thing. Like,
I think I have a batch 6.
see,
and batch 8.
dude, I always wondered why people chase the E.H. Taylor barrel proofs.
Right.
Because they've always been hot to be hot for the current ones I drink.
Yeah.
Now, last year's, though, was pretty good. The 2024.
Uh-huh.
I like that.
I agree.
But I think I've had 2019 through 2022 or 3 also that were just hot to be hot, weren't good.
You had, I think, 2017 was the one that I brought over here.
2017,
You
then?
like that. You like that
But
one.
man, this older one was freaking awesome. That was great.
Hey.
That's fun.
Some good blinds, man. That's some good stuff.
That's got to be the biggest proof range we've had so far, right? On blinds.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
I probably won't open my original 17-year Master's Keep then.
yeah, I think that's a whiskey
I like
that
the bottled and bond a lot better.
you got to appreciate, like, from a turkey perspective. And if Evan was trying to match us up with things that he thought we'd like, what do you think? How do you think he did? Steven, you got to tell him. Do you think that?
No, I think he. Well, yeah, because Anthony, you are.
I'm a Buffalo Trace Tater.
I think he was trying to potentially mix it up a little bit
Yeah.
because I don't usually love Four Roses.
And I'm kind of getting on turkey, but
Yeah.
not
Yeah. Maybe it was more about the way that he thought things tasted versus
Yeah.
what we like. I think that's more what it was.
or maybe his just numbering scheme was just his naming scheme for the pours
I like
was
it, though.
just
Yeah, I like it.
easy
It was a
to
great
do.
blind, though,
It
man.
made it
was
interesting,
really cool.
and yeah, that's awesome, man.
Man, so if you would like to send us some samples, DM me. We're down. Boom.
And with that, thanks for listening to this episode. Please like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at The Mashup KY.
Don't forget to visit our partner, bourbonoutfitter.com. Enter code The Mashup for a special discount.
Also,
Head on over to our partner, the Woodwork Collective, at woodworkcollective.shop. Enter code MASHUP for a 15% discount.
let us know your thoughts on this bottle in the comment section. Until next time, keep it neat.